Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the most compelling narratives unfolding within the hallowed halls of the British monarchy. Today, we embark on a journey into the intricate and often tumultuous relationship between His Majesty King Charles III and his younger son, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. We're exploring a recent series of developments that have sent ripples of hope and speculation across the globe, suggesting a potential thaw in what has, for years, been a deeply entrenched frost. Before we immerse ourselves in the fascinating details of this evolving royal saga, if you appreciate our in-depth analyses and wish to stay abreast of all the latest royal news, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly helps us bring these stories to life. Now, let us gently pull back the curtain on this royal drama and examine what may be a quiet turning point in one of the monarchy's most painful and public fractures. For many, the image of King Charles and Prince Harry side by side evokes a wave of nostalgia. Their once warm father-son bond, captured in candid photos during royal tours, charity events, and family celebrations, stood as a testament to Charles's softer side, often overshadowed by his reputation for formality. Harry, often dubbed the Spare, was long considered the more emotionally open of Diana's two sons, a lively contrast to the stoic heir, Prince William, and it was Charles who was said to have held Harry's hand during the darkest moments of his youth, particularly in the aftermath of Princess Diana's tragic death in 1997. But fast forward to the present, and those tender images feel like relics of another era. The once close relationship between father and son began to visibly unravel in 2020, when Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle made the seismic decision to step down from their roles as senior working royals and relocate to California. Their departure, dubbed Megxit by the British press, stunned the nation and threw the institution into a state of crisis. Yet, it wasn't merely their departure that fractured the family, it was what came after. The Oprah Winfrey interview in March 2021 proved to be a point of no return. Harry and Meghan's candid discussion of their experiences inside the palace, from allegations of racism to claims of emotional neglect, left the monarchy reeling. For King Charles, then still Prince of Wales, the sting was personal. Harry revealed that his father had, at one point, stopped taking his calls, a statement that landed like thunder across the Commonwealth. Since then, public interactions between father and son have been minimal, cold, or conspicuously absent. Even the solemn occasion of Queen Elizabeth II's passing in September 2022, and her historic funeral at Westminster Abbey, did not bridge the chasm. Observers noted the distinct distance maintained between Harry and senior royals, from seating arrangements to subtle body language. But now, something appears to be shifting. Reports from reputable royal correspondents, insiders close to the palace, and even subtle gestures from the Sussexes themselves have sparked new speculation. Could there be a pathway, however fragile, toward reconciliation? The first sign came quietly, in February of this year, when news broke that King Charles had been diagnosed with cancer. The palace's announcement was carefully worded, revealing only that it was a form of cancer discovered during a recent procedure for an unrelated condition. The specifics were and remain confidential. But the emotional shock it delivered to the nation was profound, and notably, it prompted an immediate reaction from Prince Harry. Within 24 hours, the Duke of Sussex boarded a flight from California and arrived in London, reportedly spending over 45 minutes in private with his father at Clarence House. No official photographers, no statements, no leaks from aides. Just father and son, behind closed doors, perhaps for the first time in years, face to face without cameras or protocol between them. Some saw it as a mere gesture of respect, the dutiful son responding to his father's health crisis. Others, however, believe it marked the start of something deeper. Sources have since claimed that Harry was warmly welcomed by Charles and that both men agreed to keep their conversation confidential. And, while their meeting was brief, it has been described as emotionally significant, a moment that meant more than words could express. Then came a second sign. In late spring, at the King's official birthday parade, Trooping the Color, Harry and Meghan notably sent private well wishes, choosing not to release a public statement. It may seem like a small act, but to royal watchers, it was a departure from previous years of silence or thinly veiled criticism, a quiet nod of respect, rather than public distance. Meanwhile, King Charles, during an appearance at the Royal Ascot, was reportedly overheard referring to Harry as "my dear boy" in a private conversation. Again, nothing confirmed but enough to stir speculation. And most recently, a royal source has claimed that the king has never closed the door on Harry, and in fact, hopes to see more of him in the near future, particularly if and when Harry returns to the UK for charitable work or family occasions. But let us pause for a moment and ask the question: is this truly a reconciliation in motion, or merely the illusion of one? To understand the emotional weight of what a real reunion would require, we must consider not just the personal pain but the institutional damage. The monarchy is more than a family. It is a machine, a symbol, and a system. Harry's revelations in the Oprah interview, his Netflix docuseries, and his memoir Spare did not simply portray personal wounds. They challenged the monarchy itself. In Spare, Harry painted a picture of Charles as a distant, emotionally reserved father, sometimes kind, sometimes cold. He detailed private conversations, accused unnamed royals of leaking stories, and cast a harsh light on palace press operations. He wrote of feeling like a pawn used to protect the reputation of others within the firm. King Charles, now sovereign, must balance public duty with private emotion. While he may long for peace with his son, he must also uphold the monarchy's image, and not appear to reward perceived disloyalty. And what of Prince William? It is widely believed that William's relationship with Harry is at its lowest point. According to reports, the brothers have not spoken meaningfully in over a year. William is said to feel betrayed, not just by Harry's accusations, but by his decision to turn their private bond into public narrative. This adds another layer of complexity to any father-son reconciliation. How does one reunite with a son, without further alienating the heir? Public opinion, too, remains divided. Some viewers, perhaps many of you watching right now, believe that Harry was justified in speaking out, that the palace needed to be held accountable for how it treated both him and Meghan. Others believe Harry crossed an unforgivable line, airing dirty laundry, damaging the monarchy's image, and jeopardizing his own legacy. In polls, support for the Sussexes in the UK has dropped significantly since 2021. Yet, among younger audiences and international viewers, particularly in the US, Harry remains a sympathetic figure, a modern royal who chose authenticity over tradition. And so, we find ourselves in a moment of quiet suspense. Two men, a father and son. One, the sovereign head of a 1,000-year-old institution. The other, a prince in exile, trying to forge his own path while still tethered to the crown by blood and history. Will illness and time soften their hearts? Will we one day see them, side by side again, not just for the cameras but in genuine reconciliation? Or has too much been said, too much revealed, for that bridge to ever truly be rebuilt? Only time will tell. What we do know is this: the story of King Charles and Prince Harry is far from over. It is still being written in private conversations, in the hearts of the British people, and perhaps one day, in history books. Thank you for watching. If you found this episode insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others who follow the royal family, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update now. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you believe a real reconciliation between Charles and Harry is possible? Or is this just royal theater, a polite performance for the public eye? Until next time, take care of yourselves, and as always, thank you for joining us.